Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowish. I want to bring you up to date as to what we're seeing outside right here, right now. If you're watching the 7 o'clock newscast, you heard me say that most of us have stayed dry today. But if you've been hit by a thunderstorm, it's been a nasty thunderstorm, okay? So the isolated showers and thunderstorms we've had today have turned strong to severe, and we still have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 p.m. So for the better part of the next 2 hours or so. Want to show you the radar here at 7:50, and you'll notice that we are watching one cell in particular that is poised and ready to impact Lynchburg. Okay, probably already is impacting Lynchburg, and what we're going to do is zoom into this cell, and you'll notice that a lot of heavy rain is impacting areas, say, from northern Amherst County south into areas, say, near Bedford County. This does include the northwestern tip of Campbell County. Amherst among the areas seeing some pretty heavy rain, although most of the lightning and thunder just to the west of Amherst, right along Highway 130 and also along Highway 60. What I want to do right now is zoom into the cell a little bit more, and we're actually going to do some street level mapping alongside you, and notice that the rain becomes quite heavy just outside of Bedford near Falling Creek Road over towards Good Road, over towards Jefferson Forest High School. Areas around Thomas Jefferson Road, areas right near the Lynchburg Airport. The rain has picked up for you folks at the Lynchburg Airport over the last 2 to 3 minutes and may actually become even a little bit heavier before it ends. We also have some very heavy rain extending north into areas here near Graves Mill Road, Hawkins Mill Road, Old Forest Road, Wigington Road, areas near Heritage High School. The rain is certainly picking up for you. Downtown Lynchburg is right here. Downtown Lynchburg seeing some lighter showers right now, but if you're in downtown Lynchburg right now, if you're listening, you can probably hear the thunder off in the distance and potentially even see the lightning off in the distance. Downtown Lynchburg, of course, is right about there where you see all these streets close together. Downtown Lynchburg, like around Monroe Street, the rain is now just starting to pick up for you, probably within the last 30 seconds or so. Very heavy rain right now, right over to the University of Lynchburg, over towards Blue Ridge Farms, areas near Cottontown Road, areas in and around Link Road, Landon Street, seeing no doubt some very heavy rain. Rivermont Avenue also seeing some very heavy rain. There is some lightning associated with this cell. It is situated very close to, if not right over, Jefferson Forest High School. We have more lightning in association with these storms just to the west of Amherst. We're going to zoom into this cell here. I'm actually going to turn off the lightning just for 1 second so we can actually do some street level mapping with you and show you that areas around Mistover Drive, Wagon Trail Road, Lewis Keith Road, areas around Shady Mountain Road seeing some very heavy rain. Amherst, of course, is right here. In Amherst right now, your rain is certainly quite heavy right along Highway 29, Highway 60, areas in and around Kenmore Road. As we go into Amherst itself, you'll notice areas near Amherst County High School, near Brockman Park Road, Kentucky Mountain Place, also areas in and around Christian Springs Road, seeing some, again, very heavy rain. The lightning is, again, just to the west of downtown Amherst, but nevertheless, you'll notice just Amherst County, portions of Amherst County dealing with torrential rains, thunder, lightning, also some wind and hail. I want to update you. The National Weather Service has not issued this as a severe thunderstorm warning, but they just did come out with an update as to what central Amherst County is seeing, and I'm going to read that verbatim for you. At 7:52, we were tracking a strong thunderstorm near Amherst, moving east at 35 miles per hour. So this, again, moving eastbound relatively fast, 35 miles per hour. Winds in excess of 30 to 35 miles per hour are occurring with this storm. In addition to that, torrential downpour is also occurring and may lead to localized flooding. So we may need to watch out for the potential for some localized flooding, as this area was indeed hit pretty hard last night by some strong to severe thunderstorms as well. Locations impacted by the storm that you're seeing right behind me: Forks of Buffalo, Amherst, Clifford, Pleasant View, New Glasgow, Lowesville, and also Piney River. They are indeed saying that there's quite a bit of lightning with this as well, which you can plainly see on the map right behind me. So again, you're looking at Amherst right now. There's Lowesville Road right here among the areas that the National Weather Service did actually just point out. Highway 60 certainly seeing some pretty heavy rain, as are folks around, that would be Smoky Haven Road. So this is Amherst County here. There's the town of Amherst situated here. The rain may actually pick up for you folks in Amherst before it actually gets lighter over the next 30 to 35 minutes. But again, this is the bout of the heaviest rain, which is situated just north of Amherst and just west of Amherst. And with this easterly movement, this is all headed right over Amherst here relatively soon. So go down a little bit further south. Here's Lynchburg. Talked about how Lynchburg, your rain wasn't that light when we started this Appcast about 6 minutes ago. Look at Lynchburg now. Downtown Lynchburg certainly seeing some very, very heavy rain, as the rain that was impacting the University of Lynchburg very heavily 5-6 minutes ago is now pretty much right over downtown Lynchburg as it continues to rain cats and dogs right now, even over Old Forest Road, Overbrook Road, Rivermont Avenue, areas in and around the University of Lynchburg, south towards Graves Mill Road. As we zoom this picture out even more, here's Liberty University right there. In Liberty, your rain is starting to pick up too. Brookville High School seeing torrential downpours. Liberty University probably just started to see the rain pick up here quite a bit over the last couple of minutes or so. Lynchburg Airport, same deal. Timberlake seeing some very heavy rain too. Here's Highway 460. Of course, one of the main thoroughfares going through the greater Lynchburg area. Certainly seeing some very heavy rain very close to London Downs, one of my favorite golf courses around here. Certainly seeing some very heavy rain right now near the sheets off of 460. Again, Timberlake over north into Brookville High School, Liberty University, certainly starting to see the rain pick up even more. So this is one cell that we continue to watch here at your local weather authority. Not severe. I want to make sure I'm right by saying that, because National Weather Service, yep, they are still saying that this is not a severe storm. It is a strong thunderstorm. I can tell you that they have updated with a new some new information. This is about the cell that is right over Lynchburg. Earlier they were talking about central Amherst County with the verbatim that I just gave you. Now they've updated to include areas in and around the city of Lynchburg. And I'll read you what they're saying about that. They're saying strong thunderstorm over Forest, moving east at 25. Winds in excess of 30 miles per hour, pea-sized hail possible in this cell as well. Locations impacted include Lynchburg, Timberlake, Madison Heights, and Bocock, areas that we've already talked about. So again, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for areas towards the Lynchburg zone, also into the south side zone. This severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 p.m. So we've got about another 2 hours where the threat for a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms will remain across, especially our easternmost counties. The mountains are not under the severe thunderstorm watch. Areas, say, towards the NRV, towards the highlands, you're not included in this watch. That's not to say you're not going to get wet in the mountains here over the next 2 to 3 hours. The National Weather Service, though, is a little more concerned about the instability that is still occurring out across the Lynchburg and the south side zones. So again, if you're just joining us here on this Appcast, I once again want to bring you a broader picture of what we're seeing here as we get close to the top of the hour. This is a cell that we are watching the most. What's interesting is look at kind of the lifeline of this thunderstorm. It got really strong, then it lost its electricity. Then it gained its electricity right back. So very strong thunderstorm with a lot of electricity. Notice how the lightning bolts went away for a short period of time. Now those lightning bolts are back. An indicator that this is indeed a very loud and electric storm right over the city of Lynchburg, right over Amherst, right over Timberlake, right over Forest. I want to also show you another cell that we're watching. This one a little bit further down to the south. This one along the Franklin, Patrick, and Henry County line. I'm actually going to zoom into this area very close to Ferrum. You'll notice areas right near Ferrum College, areas near Ingramville Road, Henry Road, areas around Town Creek Road, also picking up on a thunder shower right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stop the movement on this so we can actually just see the storm without it actually doing its thing by moving. So give me 1 second here to actually stop the movement on this. It's lapsing, and I don't want it to lapse. I kind of want to just show you the storm in its entirety without the lapsing going on in and around Ferrum. So give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get out of the show But you'll notice that again, areas in and around Ferrum College over towards Henry Road, Perlman Switch Road, certainly seeing some pretty heavy rain. This again is very close to the Franklin, Patrick, and Henry County line. Again, a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning with this. Again, this cell not severe either. Right now, we do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings across the region. Expanding the picture one more time so I can show you the entirety of what we're seeing outside here in our viewing area. You will notice, friends, that we are continuing to see the worst of the weather in and around Lynchburg. I want to also focus your attention a little bit further west. We do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms across West Virginia. As we put this into motion for you, you'll notice that these showers and thunderstorms towards the Mountaineer State are also moving to the east. I will tell you that I don't think the showers and thunderstorms tonight are going to last as long as they did last night. Last night, I was here till about 2:30 in the morning tracking showers and thunderstorms that did become severe in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, also into Allegheny and Bath counties here in the Commonwealth. I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. I would say as we get closer to midnight, maybe even a little bit before that, we're going to see these showers and thunderstorms ending a little bit earlier than they did last night. But you'll notice that as we look at West Virginia, we do have a couple of lines of some thunder showers extending from Charleston over towards areas close to Snowshoe, south towards Beckley. Those are all pushing to the east. So if you're watching us in Highland or Bath or even Allegheny counties over the next couple of hours, you may also start to pick up on a little bit of rain and maybe even hear a couple rumbles of thunder. Nothing is severe in West Virginia. The worst of any cells that we're seeing outside right now continue to be in and around the greater Lynchburg area, where we continue to see a whole lot of lightning, a whole lot of thunder, and also some gusty winds and some hail. Again, the worst of the weather extending from very close to Nelson County High School south into areas just to the east of Bedford. So again, if you're just joining us, we've got some very heavy rain situated along the 460 corridor, extending from Good Road over towards the Lynchburg Airport, right over downtown Lynchburg, north into Amherst, even into southern Nelson County areas in and around Roseland Road, Variety Mills Road, also seeing some pretty heavy rain with some thunderstorms as we speak. Amherst, again, seeing some pretty nasty weather as we speak. Showers, thunderstorms, rain, thunder, lightning, wind, hail, all possible with these cells that we're seeing in Amherst County, south into portions of Bedford and Campbell counties. If you're watching us in Rustburg right now pretty quiet, but these showers and thunderstorms that are on 460 in portions of Bedford County could impact you folks in Rustburg here over the course of about the next roughly 20 minutes or so. All right, so that's a look at the radar. What I want to do is show you once again that we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 p.m. The severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Lynchburg and the South Side zones, not in effect for the Highlands, New River Valley, or the Roanoke Valley zones. So we are seeing those showers and thunderstorms in West Virginia, but as those progress to the east, closer to the mountains here over the next 60 to 90 minutes, National Weather Service doesn't seem too terribly concerned about those storms turning strong to severe. Could bring some heavy rain, could bring some thunder and lightning, especially into areas close to, if not just north of, the I-64 corridor. All right, future tracker showing that we're going to see this activity really start to wind down as we get closer to midnight. Between about 11 p.m. and midnight, we're going to start to see these showers and thunderstorms really start to go away. This, friends, is the 4th of July. Want to make sure we touch on the 4th of July as well, because of course many of us have outdoor plans tomorrow to celebrate Independence Day. Tuesday, 7 a.m., looks like we're going to be dry and we're going to have some sunshine to enjoy. May actually start to see a few more clouds pushing into the picture by Tuesday afternoon. I will tell you that by 3, 4 o'clock on Tuesday, on the 4th of July, notice that we may see a couple of green specks showing up here or there. An indicator while, all right, let me actually get back to this radar, because a severe thunderstorm warning has literally just been issued for those areas that we were just looking at on the radar. This does include, of course, the city of Lynchburg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the radar and show you the latest on the severe thunderstorm warning. So let me get back in. You're seeing this right as I'm seeing this. And there's the warning. So again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 9, 4, this area that you see shaded right here. We also actually have a severe thunderstorm warning for Nelson County until 8:45. Want to read you the verbatim from the National Weather Service on this severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning for Appomattox County, for northeastern Campbell, eastern Amherst, and the city of Lynchburg until 9. The severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from near Forks of Buffalo to near Falconerville to near Timber Lake, moving east at 25 miles per hour. So these cells are appearing to slow down just a little bit. And remember earlier we were talking about these cells about 35 miles per hour. Now they're moving about 25. 60 mile per hour gusts, quarter-size hail are the hazards or impacts. We're looking at locations impacted: Lynchburg, Amherst, Appomattox, Forks of Buffalo, Bent Creek, Concord, and also Rustburg. Again, we are looking at this being a severe thunderstorm warning now for Appomattox County, northeastern Campbell, eastern Amherst, and also the city of Lynchburg. I'm going to sneak out of here real quick. You're seeing severe weather coverage live firsthand. I need to make sure the crawl is running on WSLS, so give me 1 second here to make sure I've got the crawl on our TV station. It is. It is indeed running. That's a good thing. All right, I'm heading back into the studio now. And again, a reminder that a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Nelson County until 8:45. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the city of Lynchburg, also for portions of Amherst, Appomattox, and Campbell County until 9. So again, we are looking at the main threats being 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So again, the worst of the weather pretty much right now, right over Amherst. Look at all the lightning. Let me actually turn off we all know there's a severe thunderstorm warning now, so I'm actually going to turn that off. Look at all the lightning in association with this cell, extending from Highway 29 northbound into areas, say, near Highway 151. Nelson County High School, not seeing the weather that you're seeing a little bit further south, a little bit closer to Amherst County High School. Excuse me, Amherst itself, seeing some very heavy rain, thunder, lightning, wind, and hail. Look at all the lightning. This is a tremendous amount of lightning that you're seeing, really extending from Amherst County near Amherst northbound towards the Nelson County line. Again, this is a very loud and electric storm. Notice that the lightning becomes a little less as you head into portions of Bedford County and also into Campbell County. Certainly seeing some lightning bolts in and around the Lynchburg Airport, also near Liberty University, Brookville High School. Certainly seeing some lightning bolts, certainly seeing some thunder, some lightning, some wind, some hail. But the lightning that you're seeing near Liberty, not what you're seeing a little bit further north into Amherst County, where we're seeing even more lightning extending from southern Nelson County all the way south into towards Madison Heights. Then the lightning becomes a little bit less as you get a little bit closer to Campbell County. If you're just joining us, I want to again remind you that a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for the city of Lynchburg, also for Appomattox, northeastern Campbell, eastern Amherst County until 9 o'clock. Main threats: heavy rain, thunder, lightning, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter-size hail. So again, that's a look at the warning that we are now watching here in central Virginia, extending. The line actually extends into Bedford County and extends all the way north into Nelson County. But the worst of the weather is situated right now in portions of Campbell, Amherst, and also in areas in and around Lynchburg. One thing I do want to do before we actually get back to talking about the 4th of July, I want to run a track on this. So I'm actually going to turn off the box. I'm going to go into this cone here. It is moving at 25 miles per hour. I'm going to draw this so we can track this alongside you. Appomattox right now, you're dry, but this cell is heading red for you folks in Appomattox relatively soon. So as we put a little track on this and then move it to the east, it's going to be impacting Rustburg here momentarily. It's going to be impacting Oakville at 8:19, Spout Spring between about 8:15 and 8:25, Appomattox itself very close to the bottom of the hour. So again, if you're watching us in Amherst, about 8:30 is when you're going to start to see your conditions really start to deteriorate. Evergreen, about 8:30 to 8:45. Hicksburg between about 8:45 and 9 o'clock. So again, that's the track that we are seeing right here, right now, from your local weather authority. As we turn off this track, we'll be able to then show you what else we're seeing outside. Again, as we put the warning back on. There's a look at the warning that we're seeing outside. Again, the severe thunderstorm warning for Lynchburg, parts of Amherst, Appomattox, and Campbell counties until 9 o'clock. We also have that cell that we're watching that appears to be weakening quite a bit in and around the Henry and Franklin County line, kind of in between Rocky Mount and Martinsville, impacting areas near Oak Level, areas in and around Cindersville, perhaps seeing some heavier downpours of that cell, though not severe. The Bassett. The cell right here that we're seeing is going to, for the most part, stay north of Bassett. Okay. I know there's a question. By the way, Allie, my good friend Allie, who's always with me throughout all these Appcasts, she's in my ear right now, feeding me some information. There's a question as to if this cell is going to hit you folks in Bassett. The answer is no. Excuse me, that cell is going to stay north of Bassett. It's going to impact Oak Level, areas in and around Cindersville, but not going to impact Bassett. They do have, again, a couple more showers and thunderstorms situated towards the mountaineer state of West Virginia. And again, these are going to be pushing eastbound. So again, if you're watching us in Allegheny, Bath, or Highland counties, you may start to see a little bit more in the way of some rain here. I don't think anything severe, but you may hear a couple rumbles of thunder extending from Monterey south into Covington over the course of the next 60 to 90 minutes. All right, so let's move on and talk about the 4th of July, because I know there's a whole lot of questions about what we're going to see outside tomorrow. You need to know that the general trend will be for these showers and thunderstorms to diminish here across our region by about midnight tonight, and that'll set the stage for a fairly nice 4th of July. Not perfect, not perfect, but better than we have been of late. 7 a.m. on the 4th of July, dry mix of sun and clouds. Notice by about 3 o'clock, a couple of showers or thunder showers are possible. A couple of rogue thunder showers are certainly possible for us on the 4th of July between roughly 3 p.m. and about 9:30, but you need to know many, many, many more of us will stay dry than get wet on the 4th of July. Then as we look at Wednesday, Wednesday is going to start dry, and like clockwork at this time of year, as we get the heating of the day established Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, going to have more popcorn showers or thunder showers developing. We'll tell you, I think the coverage area of these isolated thunder showers Wednesday might be a little larger than what we're going to see on the 4th of July. All right, let's talk about the 4th of July planner while I have you here. And again, hot, humid. It's going to be a time frame for us where we're looking at high temperatures on your 4th of July hitting the lower 90s. That's above average for this time of year. In addition to that, it's going to be humid, so it's going to feel more like perhaps 100 degrees outside on the 4th of July. Again, that's when we're going to be at our hottest. So I urge you to please bring the pets inside. If you're going to have the backyard barbecue, and I think you should, but make sure you take frequent breaks in the air conditioning. Make sure you wear that light-colored, loose-fitting clothing. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure to stay hydrated. And finally, wear your sunscreen. The UV index tomorrow going to be very, very high. Now, as we watch the fireworks tomorrow evening, temperatures will be close to 80 degrees. Again, about a 20% chance for a rogue shower or thunder shower, but certainly more of us will be dry than getting wet around fireworks time on the 4th of July. Let's take a look at temperatures here at 8:12. And you'll notice that we've got temperatures in the middle 80s in Roanoke, also at Smith Mountain Lake and Martinsville, lower 80s in South Boston. It was 83 in Lynchburg until that thunderstorm moved overhead. I bet it's a little bit cooler now in Lynchburg because of the storm overhead. Upper 70s as we speak in Blacksburg, also into Hillsville and Galax. High temperatures for tomorrow on the 4th of July, hot, 86 in the NRV. 89 in the Highlands, 92 Roanoke, Lynchburg, and Southside. So temperatures tomorrow going to be very hot for this time of year, and it's going to stay hot really all the way through Friday. By the weekend, those temperatures will start to drop off a little bit. So for tonight, hit or miss showers or thunderstorms are possible. As we've been telling you, more of us will stay dry than get wet. But again, if you're going to be hit by a thunderstorm this evening, it's going to be a doozy. Just ask Lynchburg. Lynchburg right now getting nailed by a severe thunderstorm. Overnight lows tonight 60s and lower 70s. Attention sky watchers, this is for you. We've got our first supermoon of the year tonight. This is going to be the first of 4 for the rest of 2023. It is called the buck moon because it's named after deer antlers being in full growth during the summer. Now, if you look up to the sky tonight and see the moon, it's going to appear a little bit brighter. It's going to appear a little bit bigger. That's what a supermoon is. And again, July's full moon, the buck moon, is going to peak tonight. Got a full moon out there tonight, and it is indeed the first supermoon of 2023. For tomorrow, we're looking at a partly to mostly sunny sky. Again, a rogue thunder shower or two possible, hot and humid otherwise. Highs tomorrow 80s and 90s. In your extended forecast, you'll notice that we're going to be in the low to mid 90s Tuesday through Thursday, upper 80s to near 90 Friday. Then we fall between about 84 and 87 as we head into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So overall, temperatures are going to cool off a little bit for us here as we head into this upcoming weekend, into the early part of the next work week. But you also need to know that Tuesday, Wednesday look relatively calm. Again, a slightly better chance for a few thunder showers Wednesday in comparison to tomorrow, the 4th of July. But look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That chance for rain and thunderstorms starts to creep back up again. So again, the chance for rain and thunderstorms does go up Thursday into Friday, into Saturday, into Sunday, even into Monday. And when you look at those 5 days, when is the best chance for rain each of those days? It will be during the heating of the day. It will be in the afternoon and evening hours. Morning hours, most of these days look fine. It's when you turn the page into the afternoon and evening when those showers and thunderstorms may become just a tad more numerous. All right, so we kind of did the full forecast here. We talked about the 4th of July. Before we go, want to again brief you, if you're just joining us, as to what we're seeing outside right here, right now. We do indeed have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for some portions of the area. It is in effect until 9 o'clock. Let me bring up the actual radar for us all to see. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the city of Lynchburg, also for portions of Amherst, Appomattox, and Campbell counties. If you're again just joining us, let me read you what the National Weather Service is saying. They are saying that this severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for all of Appomattox County, northeastern Campbell, eastern Amherst, and the city of Lynchburg. Again, this warning is in effect for about the next 45 minutes or so. It's in effect till 9. The main hazard, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, and obviously there's a lot of thunder and lightning in this cell as well, not to mention some torrential downpours. Locations impacted include Lynchburg, Amherst, Appomattox, Forks of Buffalo, Bent Creek, Concord, and also Rustburg. So there's a look at the severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 9. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Nelson County. This one in effect until 8:45. So 2 different severe thunderstorm warnings, one for Nelson County and one for areas just south of Nelson County. Again, if you're just joining us, a whole lot of lightning really from Nelson County south into Amherst County. The amount of lightning we're seeing not quite as high as you head a little bit south of Lynchburg, but nevertheless torrential rain falling right now, really from Thomas Jefferson Road areas in and around Timberlake through the Lynchburg Airport over towards Liberty University, north into areas in and around Stonewall, north into downtown Lynchburg. We're also seeing some pretty heavy rain, although the rain in downtown Lynchburg may be moving a little bit further to the east. The rain may actually be letting up in downtown Lynchburg just a little bit, with certainly eastern parts of the city of Lynchburg dealing with more rain than western parts of the city of Lynchburg. Here's Concord right here. We've been mentioning Concord among the areas involved in the path of this storm. Concord, light showers turning very, very, very heavy here very, very soon. Now, as we go a little bit further north, we talked about Stonewall seeing some pretty nasty weather. Heading northbound into Amherst County, areas in Amherst continue to be pounded by heavy rain, although most of the lightning has now shifted to the east of Amherst. As we do some street level mapping with you, areas around Union Hill, Buffalo Ridge Road, areas near Christian Mill Creek, areas in and around Riverville Road, seeing some pretty heavy duty rain showers and some pretty nasty thunderstorms. And then as we put the lightning back on, you'll notice also a whole lot of lightning in and around Nelson County High School, Livingston, areas in and around, say, Henderson Store, Rose's Mill, areas near Kingswood, Colleen, Horseshoe Road, Roseland Road, Rose Mill Road, and areas around Arrington Road, seeing a whole lot of thunder, a whole lot of lightning, and a whole lot of heavy rain, not to mention some wind and some hail. Again, severe thunderstorm warning till 8:45 for Nelson County. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect a little bit further south for the city of Lynchburg. Although Lynchburg, I think your weather is improving a little bit. Also for portions of Amherst, Appomattox, and Campbell counties. 8:18 here on this Monday evening. Before I go, Allie, are there any questions I can answer tonight before we end this Appcast? Sure. Allie is saying there are some questions about Southside. Southside's not seeing a whole lot. You know, Chatham, Danville, Martinsville, South Boston, Charlotte Courthouse, all pretty quiet right now. As a matter of fact, the storm, excuse me, that is impacting Lynchburg is going to stay north of Southside. It's going to certainly be a doozy for areas around Appomattox eventually, Spout Spring eventually towards Evergreen. But if you're watching us in Seneca, Charlotte Courthouse, Danville, South Boston, this cell that you're seeing on your television screen going to stay north of you. Anything else, Allie? Perfect. All right, friends, I'm going to go get the crawl off of WSLS 10 so people can enjoy their TV show without that crawl going on their television screen. Remember, severe thunderstorm warning for the Lynchburg zone here, scheduled to expire anytime between about 8:45 and 9 o'clock. Heavy rain, thunder, lightning, wind, and hail. Appomattox, if you're watching us in the town of Appomattox, you're quiet now, but closer to the bottom of the hour, it's certainly going to be raining cats and dogs for you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich signing off from this Appcast. We'll see you guys back here for our 11 o'clock.